Can we use ChatGPT's new vision mode to create a version of ChatGPT? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Let's find out live. This is a new that is just rolling out to a lot of people. So let's see. Let's see how it works. If you don't know what this is, what's up? My name's Jordan Wilson. I'm the host of Everyday AI. We're a daily live stream podcast, free daily newsletter helping everyday people uh, take advantage of generative AI. So let's take a look at this new feature inside ChatGPT, what it is, what it means. So a lot of people are calling this GPT-4 V or Vision. I don't think that's an official name, but it's kind of what people are calling it. So we'll call it that for now. So here's the big difference. So normally I will tell people never, ever, ever use default mode. I always tell people use plugins. It's the most flexible thing that there is right now in business is to use the GPT-4 with plugins. But this new feature that allows you to essentially chat with your photos is only available in the default mode right now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to have a little fun. I'm going to take a screenshot. All right. We're doing this live. So I'm taking a screenshot of this interface, right? So I just saved it. You probably didn't see that. So now I'm going to describe how this works by trying to do it. So I'm uploading now the screenshot that I just took of this ChatGPT interface. I know we're getting a little meta here. I'm going to zoom in so hopefully everyone can see. So I uploaded the photo there that you saw, and I said, please describe this website to me in terms of layout, user interface, visuals, intended functionality, etc. So this is, again, this kind of functionality has been available in other large language models. Google Bard has been able to do this for a while. I believe Microsoft Bing Chat has been able to do this for a while. But this is the first time, at least, that it's rolling out to the majority of users that people can essentially chat with images. So you can upload images. It can any type of image, graphics, screenshots of spreadsheet, your handwriting, medical imaging, right? How to fix a sink. You can take a picture of just about anything. I thought it'd be fun to test its abilities by doing something else, which is, can we build a version of ChatGPT by using ChatGPT? Crazy, right? So it is right now. Explaining. So it's saying, there's two prominent names at the top, GPT 3.5 on the left and GPT-4 on the right. So it is literally using kind of, technically some machine learning and different algorithms to read the image, which is pretty cool, and it's describing it. But that's not what we're actually going to do. And just so you know, this probably will be a little longer than 5 minutes because we're going to try to do something a little fun. And right now, because this is a brand new kind of feature that's rolling out to the majority of ChatGPT Plus users right now, it is taking a little bit longer. So that is important to note as we wait here. This is only available for ChatGPT Plus subscribers right now, so it's $20 a month. I think it's well worth it. You get access to not only this new feature, what people are calling GPT-4 Vision, but also Dall-E 3 within chat. So OpenAI's AI image generator, plugins, advanced data analysis, quite a few different features. So it looks like it's almost done. I asked it to go into great detail. And like I said, full disclosure, this is, at least for large language model and even for ChatGPT, it's going a little slow right now. But I think ChatGPT is probably seeing a surge of users as this new functionality was just kind of starting to roll out to the masses. And it's something that people have really been looking forward to for a long time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I think it's probably almost done here. I'd like to do these live. I might have to pause this once or twice so it doesn't turn into a 30-minute video, but I think we're probably just about done here. I don't think we're going to keep explaining it too much longer. But again, as a reminder, what we're doing is I uploaded this. This is an image right here, right? It might be kind of hard to see, but I just uploaded a screenshot of ChatGPT into ChatGPT. I said, explain this for me. Looks like we're done explaining. So now I just have this copy and pasted, ready to kind of go. So what I'm asking for now is I said, great. Could you recreate this user interface in code and code it in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript only? So these are the most basic programming languages there are. I've been doing personally website development for, off and on for 15, 20 years. I'm not super advanced. I know the basics. I know HTML, CSS, a little bit of JavaScript. But something great that a great use case of this new vision feature is kind of what I'm showing is, you can have it code you something, if you do want to create, if you have a side hustle, if you're trying to get it going, if you know some basic website development, this is actually a great feature, or a great use case that you can do. So you'll see right now, it's already starting to fill this in. It might actually time out once or twice, if I'm being honest, because it has been very slow this morning when I've been testing it out. But let me just go ahead and show you how we're going to put all of this together. Okay, so we are going to be using a website called Replit. Okay. So Replit is a fantastic website. It's easy, but to not speak too technically, what it's able to do is you can have essentially web development platforms or sandboxes live. So you can quote unquote create an entire website without having to first buy the domain, the hosting, set up all the infrastructure. So by default here, I just selected something where we have an HTML file, a JavaScript file, and a CSS file, and essentially I can just copy and paste stuff, and I can run it and get a preview of like, okay, will this really work or not, right? So let's go ahead and jump in and see how we're doing over in ChatGPT. All right, so we're still going live here. So we have our HTML. It looks like it's still generating strong. It's working on the CSS. So let's just go ahead and do it live. I don't know if this is going to work here. So I'm copying the code. Now I am jumping over into Replit. So I just copied the HTML code. So I'm clicking on the HTML right there, and I just pasted it in. I know right now one little thing, because I've done this before in different ways. Um, a little technical here. So I know it's referencing styles with an S, but by default, Replit calls it style. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to rename this and put an S right there. So it works right when we do it. Okay. So, all right, we have our HTML. We have our HTML file. Um, it's not going to show up here on the right yet because we have to run it. So we still need our CSS, which is the styling of a website, right? The JavaScript is kind of the functionality, and the HTML is just kind of the backbone. It's where you get your content, your written content, and then the kind of the CSS file styles it. It gives it that color and shape, and then JavaScript kind of pulls it all together and gives it some functionality. All right, so let's jump in. I figured this might happen. This has been happening recently, just because I think it's a little. So it started to do the JavaScript. It looks like we got the entirety of the CSS. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that, and I'm going to click regenerate. The problem is with how I'm running this prompt, I'm having it do all three things at once. So now it's going to rerun everything. So I might have to stop the generation and just now ask it for the JavaScript. So we'll see. We'll give it one more chance here. I'm going to jump back over. I'm going to jump back over here and put in our CSS. All right, so there is our CSS. Great. So now we got to see, will we get that JavaScript? Is it going to time out? So on this one, normally I don't do this, but I don't want y'all to have to sit and wait through and watch, ChatGPT do this live again when it already did it once, because now it's having to regenerate the HTML, the CSS. So I'm going to go ahead and click pause. All right, yeah. So I did have to ask ChatGPT to first generate the HTML, then generate the CSS, then generate the JavaScript. I don't see that being a problem in the future. I think it's just because there's probably hundreds of thousands, or maybe, I don't know, a million or more people trying to all use this new feature at once. So I did grab this code right there, and I'm going to now jump into our Replit, pasting that. So now we have our HTML, we have our JavaScript that we just put in, and we have our CSS. So we're going to click run and see, did we create a clone of ChatGPT? Wow. Uh, not terrible, right? Right, not terrible. So again, this is not a working version, right? Because there would be so much more involved in that. But I mean, we at least from a HTML, so we have the same content. We have very similar styling. So you probably see, this familiar kind of purple-ish color. You have kind of the toggle between the 3.5 and the 4. These are kind of all interactive elements. So it is kind of, the same thing, somewhat as when you jump onto here. It's slightly different, but it's kind of, if I'm being honest, it's fairly an impressive um quick 5-minute representation. So that is just one example of what you can do in this new kind of chat GPT vision. We're going to have a lot more, but again, as a reminder, it is just on the default model inside chat GPT-4. You attach images and you can do so many different things. All right. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please go to youreverydayai.com, sign up for the free daily newsletter. We'll have more AI in fives. They're not going to be all 11 minutes long. Thanks, and we hope to see you back for another one.